3 class 2 in the Jupyter notebook. This is equal to, of course, 5, and in case of minus 32 minus 5, our answer should be 27. So Jupyter notebook is working for positive and negative. Now, how to multiply in Jupyter notebook by using Python? 3 steric 2. Of course, this is equal to 6. And if we write 3 double steric 2, then this means that 3 power 2. 3 power 2 means that it should be 9. In the same case, we shall take another cell of Jupyter notebook, and here we shall write 5 double steric 3, which means that 5 raised to the power 3, and it should be equal to 125. Of course, this is 125. So double steric means that 5 raised to the power. Okay, and now we shall write a little more. 5 divided by 5, of course our answer should be 1. Yes, 5 slash 1, our answer should be 1. Yes, it is 1. Now if I will write 8 and slash 8 slash 2, our answer should be 4. Yes, so for division you can write slash. And the next is addition. Yes, the next is 8 double slash 4 means that our quotient is 2. Okay, quotient and remainder. So we are talking about quotient. Yes, double slash mean that 4 2s are 8, so 2 is the quotient. And similarly, 9 divided by 2, our quotient should be 4. Okay, yes, it is 4, because 2 4s are 8, 4 is the quotient, 1 is the remainder. And for remainder, we will write a different keyboard symbol. So double slash is actually about quotient. And if we want to find the remainder, then for that we shall write percentage, 6 percentage, yes, 6 percentage 2. So our answer should be, please once again 6 percentage 2, our answer should be 0, because 2 3s are 6 and the remainder is 0. And in the same case, 7 percentage symbol divided by 3, our answer should be 1. Yes, it is 1, because remainder is 1. So percentage is used for remainder. Okay, and the next is a absolute of. If we want to find the absolute value, then we will write ABS. Inside the parenthesis, we will write the number minus 3. After pressing the enter button, control enter, you shall write 3. Similarly, ABS absolute of minus 23. Of course, it should be 23. Yes, it is 23. And since we have talked about absolute, how to add, how to subtract, multiply, raise to the power, square root, SQRT, inside the parenthesis you shall write 16. Control and enter, and what you will get? Yes, you are not getting any result, because the Jupyter notebook is not working in this case. So we have to take support from the library, NumPy library. So here we shall write np dot sqrt of 16 inside the parenthesis. you shall write 16 and then control, and yes, it is 4. Okay, so np dot sqrt, inside the parenthesis you shall write the number. Similarly, just like if I will write np dot sqrt, and inside the parenthesis you shall write any number, just like I shall write over here 49. It should be 7. Yes, it is 7. Okay, so this is the way how to find the square root inside the chapter notebook in Python 3 by using Python 3. Okay, now we shall move towards next mathematical things, just like print. If we want to print any statement, just like inside the parenthesis you shall write just like as inside the double comma, welcome to math tutorial. Okay, yes, welcome to math tutorial, and after control and enter, yes, welcome to math tutorial. Okay, so print, you shall write, the code is print inside the parenthesis and double comma, you shall write just like as. And the next is print. We want to print just like as print inside the double comma, print you shall write over here once again please, x is equal to 10, and we want to write over here print now. Yes, print inside the parenthesis and double comma, and you shall write over here just like as the value of x, control and enter, yes, x comma x. So the value of x is of course 10. Okay, so this is the way how to work in Jupyter notebook. Write the right code and you can get your answer. So now we're taking the value of x is 10, y is equal to 12, and if we want to add x plus y, of course our answer should be 10 plus 12, it should be equal to 22. Yes, it is 22. X is equal to 10, y is equal to 12. So x minus y, 10 minus 12, yeah, x minus 7, which means 10 minus 7, it should be 3. And the next is the value of x is 10, y is 12. Remember, the value of x is 10 and the value of y is 12. Now the next is if I will write just like as x minus y, so this 10 minus 12, which is minus 2, 10 minus 12, which is minus 2. The next is x minus y, we can also multiply, we can divide. Okay, and if I will write just like it is x, please wait, sorry if a little, yes, it is we shall write now x and multiply by y, it is equal to of course 120, and x multiply y means that x steric y, so x slash y, which means x divided by y. So our answer is 10 divided by 12. 10 divided by 12 is equal to 0.833, because the value of x is 10 and y is 12. So x double stack 2 means that 10 raised to the power 2, which is of course 100. 10 raised to the power 2 means it is 100. And the next is y. Y double stack means 3, which means 12 raised to the power 3. 12 raised to the power 3, it is 1728. So 12 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 12, it is 1728. Now y raised to the power 3, which means this is 36. Y multiplied by 3, not raised power. Y multiplied 12 3s are 36. So x plus y raised to the power x plus y multiplied by 2, it is 34. X plus y raised to the power 2. Yes, double stack always means raised to the power 2. So this is xy square, x plus y square. The value of x plus y square is 154. And the next is just like it is Steve. Suppose I am taking a Steve. Steve is a man who carry a value of 12, and since the value of Steve is 12, so Steve contain or carry the value 12 multiplied by 3, it should be 36 by any name. And in the same way we can do Steve, okay, raised to the power Steve square means 12 square, which is 144. Okay, so here we are talking about some other from math import. Just like cos, we are talking about trigonometric functions. From math import cos and cos square root, sqrt means square root, and pi. Okay, and then we will find the different value over here of different sine and cos functions. Just like if I will write cos inside the parenthesis pi, cos pi should be equal to -1. Yes, it is -1. And the next is the value of cos, and inside the parenthesis I will write pi divided by 2, and of course the value of cos pi by 2 is it is 6.123 something, just like as. Okay, maybe minus e minus 17. So the value of e is, you should know that this is also equal to 3.2 something, and minus 17, of course it will be 0 after minus 17. 6.12 multiply by e minus 7, of course it is 0. So now next is cos 2 pi. Cos 2 pi, it is 1. The value of cos 2 pi, 2 multiplied by pi. For multiplication we shall write static, and the value of cos, just like it is inside the parenthesis pi divided by 4. Pi divided by 4, the answer is 0.70. Yes, this is the value of cos pi by 4. Also the value of sin pi by 4, we have the same value on cos and cos of. The next is from math import. Sine and square root, sqrt means square root, and pi. And now we will find the different value of psi on different angles. Sin pi, it should be 0. No, sin pi is 1. Yes, sin pi is 1 point. Yes, it is 0. Remember that this is 0. 1.23 multiplied by e minus 16, it is 0. So sin pi divided by 2, sin pi, it should be 1. Yes, it is 1. and the next is the value of sine. Sine, it is the next angle is 3 multiplied by pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. Sine 3 pi by 2, this is minus 1. Yes. Now we shall find the value of cos. I will write a different code over here inside the parenthesis. Cos, it is inside the parenthesis we shall write pi cos pi and multiply by, yes, we shall write cos pi multiply by square root of inside the parenthesis again. Yes, we shall write over here square root of inside the parenthesis square root of pi and double steric. Here we shall write double steric, means that raised to the power 7. Control and enter, we will get the value 0.14008, just like that. Cos, the angle is cos pi multiplied by square root of pi to the whole power 7. Okay. Now if I will find the value of sine, in the same case pi multiplied by square root of pi square root of inside the parenthesis we shall write pi and double steric means to the whole power raised to the power. Okay, this is 7 and we will get this value minus 0.05200, just like. Okay, and we have talked about the trigonometric functions, how to find the value of different trigonometric functions. Okay, now import over here matplotlib, import matplotlib dot pyplot and dot pyplot as PLT, and here we shall write another code by using matplotlib, and yes, we can also write over here just like as import. After importing matplotlib, now we will import numpy as np, and the code we will write over here is just like as plt dot plot, and we are plotting just like it is 4,9 and 4,9, and this is after we can check over here by control and enter button, you can check the plot, but you can't see over here anything. But if you will write just like as, okay, you can see the plot of 4,9, but nothing is there. Okay, but if we will write inside the single comma or o, then we can see, we can check the dot in front of 4 and 9, in front of 4 and 9, towards x 4 and toward y 9. Okay, 4,9. So this is the way how to plot or how to represent a point in the coordinate axis by using matplotlib and numpy. So you can also write plot dot show inside the parenthesis, control and enter. Of course you will get again this one. Okay, so this is the way how to plot a point, how to represent a point in the coordinate axis by using matplotlib and numpy. You can change the different colors over here also. RO means that red color, and similarly you can also put the other colors green, blue and yellow. We will write import numpy as np. Then we will write the coefficient of the quadratic equation. So coefficient is equal to this will be just like 1 comma 3 comma minus 4 inside the square brackets, and the next is we shall write over here np dot roots, and roots of the coefficient. Then we will press the control and enter button. After pressing just like control and enter button, we will get the roots minus 4 and 1. So these are the 1, 3, minus 4 are the coefficient of the quadratic equation. 1 is the coefficient of x square, 3 is the coefficient of x, and similarly minus 4 is a constant term. We shall take another coefficient of a quadratic equation, just like the coefficient of x square, as I have described already before. The coefficient of x square is 1 and the coefficient of x is 3, and the constant term is also 3. So np dot coefficient, roots of the code is just like as roots of the coefficient, and the roots of the coefficient are of course by pressing the control and enter button we will get these two roots, minus 1.5 plus 0.866 and minus 1.5 minus, which means that one root is positive. Actually the two roots are look like negative. Okay, so these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, now if I shall write coefficient of just like I am not writing one coefficient over here, just I will write 1 comma minus 6. Okay, 1 comma minus 6 and 9. I am taking again a quadratic equation. In the next I shall change a little bit. So np dot roots, and inside the parenthesis you shall write coefficient. By pressing the control and enter button you will get the roots. So these are the roots of the above quadratic equations, in which the coefficient of x square is 1, the coefficient of x is minus 6, and the constant term is 9. Okay, so next we will take just like another equation, but we shall change a little bit now, just like coefficient of what are the coefficient are just like as 1 comma 2. So I am not taking the third coefficient or the constant term. np dot roots and inside the parenthesis we shall write coefficient. After pressing the control and enter button we shall have minus 2 is the root. So this means that this is not quadratic equation, because we are getting only one root, which is minus 2. So 1 comma 2 means that this is a linear equation, not a quadratic equation. So now the next code is import matplotlib as pyplot. as PLT. Okay, and now you shall write plot and ION inside the parenthesis, and if we will write over here PLT dot plot, inside the parenthesis we shall write PLT dot plot and square bracket. What we shall write over here, we shall write the code 1 and 1.6 comma 1.6 comma, we will write over here another which is 2 point, this is 2.7. okay, yes, so we are getting an error. So the error is where is error? It is actually just like as again error. So what how to reduce this error? Okay, PLT, yes, it is PLT, and now we will check again error. Yes, this is 2.7. yes, now this is working. This is the correct code. Okay, 1.6 and 2.7, 1.6 and 2.7, of course, yes, 1.6 to 2.7, 1.6 to 2.7, 1.6 to 2.7. okay, now we are taking another code, and this code is PLT dot title. Our title is you can take any title, just like you can write inside the double quotation marks. The title will be inside the double quotation mark. It is yes, interactive PLT interactive test, and remember, you shall write in double quotation marks. And now PLT dot x label dot x label, and inside the double quotation marks you shall write index. Okay, in the same way, yes, interactive title is interactive test. Okay, yes, on the, yes, this is by using matplotlib, import numpy as np. Hope you will not mind, my writing speed is not super good. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt and after writing this we shall start the code. So plt dot IOOF, inside the parenthesis you shall not write anything, and here you shall write for actually this is not 1, for 1 in range 3, for 1 in range 3, plot plt dot plot plot inside the parenthesis np dot random np dot random, again dot randant dot rand 10 dot rand 10, and here you shall write plt dot show. Inside the parenthesis you will write, but this is not working. For the error is for 1 in range 3. This is not actually for 1 in range 3. I think it should be I. This is not 1 for I in range 3, and this will not again work. Yes, this is not again working. So we have to make anything so that the code is working. This code is not working. So if I will change again 1, then we can check whether it is working or not working. So but here the error which we can see on the screen, that is for I in range 3. So if I will change it again 1 and after pressing the control and enter button, then it is possible that we can get the required result. Okay, so the problem is 1. The problem is in 1. So after changing it into 1 or I, okay, or simply we can remove this for 1 in range 3 or for I in range 3. So if we will change it, let me remove it. After removing it, I can say that maybe this will work. So anything, a single word, you know that in coding, and say a single word, if it is wrong, if it does not exist in the library, then you can't get the required result. So we have to change it, we have to remove it, and then control and enter. Yes, again the problem is same. After making the space does not mean that your code has changed, but my thinking is we have to remove the, okay, so what we are trying over here, so we are making the code correct. When the code will be correct, then it will work. So we are checking that which is the thing which is not valid over here. So I think this is not valid. So no, yes, no, it is working. Okay, yes. Now after removing one for range 3, after removing that, our code is working. So you can also check this code in Python. Okay, so I think if you are learning about mathematics in Python, then you should have installed these two softwares, Anaconda plus Pythons, in your computer or in your laptop, in your system. And as I am checking the code, I am explaining the code, then you can check these codes in your system. In this way you will learn in a more better way. Import numpy as np, and of course import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and the next is import, we have import matplotlib pyplot and import matplot as mpl. Yes, import matplotlib as mpl. Of course, this is a little different code. Every code will be different. Okay, so if you are doing research, if you are doing, because in today's sciences, the graphical analysis of anything is very important. So Matplotlib is a very good software for the graphical analysis of anything. So y is equal to np dot random dot rand, and this is 100,000, and y is equal to y inside the square brackets we shall write just like as 50,000 and colon marks is equal to 2. This is a code, this is a little lengthy code, and of course it will have a little different results. Y np dot log space, and then log space inside the parenthesis we shall write 1 comma np dot again log 10, then we shall write it is 50,000. This code is a little tricky code. Okay, y and np log space 1 comma np log 10 50,000s inside the comma dot comma 400. Yes, I think now our this line has completed. Here we shall write as type dot as type int, inside the parenthesis you shall write int, and here you will write -1. After that yes, not working. Control and enter. We have written a long code, and after control and enter this is not working. Now we will check that where is the problem. Yes, of course there is a problem due to which this code is not running, but this will run. Matplotlib, yes, as mpl where random dot this, so where we can have a problem. Import numpy as np, import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, import matplotlib as mpl, y is equal to np dot random dot rand 100,000 y and 50,000 is equal to colon inside the square bracket. So everything is good over here, but y is equal to y inside the, now if we'll write plt dot show, yes, I think we should write this one, pressing control and plt, or maybe we have to add something more. Yes, I think the code is not completed yet. We have to make it complete first, then plt dot show. Okay, so mpl, because we have used mpl before, So MPL dot RC params MPL dot RC params. Inside the square bracket you shall write something more, and inside the single quotation marks you shall write path dot simplify and yes, this is equal to true, and now you shall write, you will write my speed of writing is a little slow, hope you will not mind it, hope you will neglect it. Now MPL dot RC params and if I will write just like as inside the single quotation marks path dot simplify and path dot simplify inside the single quotation marks, then in the first line, in the previous line we have written that this is true, and now here we shall add something more, that is threshold. Okay, underscore threshold, and this is equal to 0.0. Now we can write plt dot show, plt dot plot y, plt dot yes, this is a little lengthy code, so plt dot show. Now we see that, now we check that, yes, this is the graph, this is the result of the above code. Okay, this is the result of above code. From 50,000, 1 in the y-axis it is 1, and in the x-axis this is in between 50,000. Okay, so if we will change over here 1 point something, okay, then of course the values will be changed. Okay, hope you have understand about these codes, how these codes are working in Jupyter Notebook by using Python 3. Okay, now we shall try some more codes, other codes. This code was a little lengthy, and I think this was a little technical code, and the only one thing, by writing the code in Python you will write each and everything very carefully. So when you will write the code after investing a little time, then of course your code will work. So import numpy again as np, import numpy as np, and then import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Okay, one thing I would like to explain over here, that if you have written already these things before, then there is no need to write these import numpy as np in each code, because you have written these things before. Okay, but if you will, I am writing over here. Why? Because I want to explain each and everything in a clear way how the code will work. Okay, if you will test this code only in just like in a single, but since I am writing all these codes, so if you want to check these code, then you will write these things just like as. Now MPL dot, the code is just like as the previous code, but a little difference. MPL dot RC params, path simplify threshold, as we have written this code before 1.0, and here you shall write in the same way as you have written before. Moreover, I would like to explain that these codes are very informative, and you can discuss these codes with me in the question answer sections. Now y is equal to np dot random dot rand inside the parenthesis 100,000 in the same way as in the previous, but a little difference. The difference will be start over here. Y inside the 50,000 colon is equal to static. Yes, static is equal to 2, and here it is different. This is different from the previous code. Now you shall write something more over here to complete the code, or you can just copy and paste. Yes, I shall make the copy from here, Control and C, and then you can paste over there. Yes, after pasting it, again we shall write something more. The code is not completed yet. Yes, MC, the second line, which is MC MPL dot RC params path simplify is equal to true. Yes, you will make it copy. After copying it, paste over there. Yes. Now MPL dot RC params and inside the square bracket you shall write, this is RC params. This is not RE params. This is actually RC params, because in spelling mistakes a single spelling mistake, what will happen? The code will not run and you can't get the result. So here you will write AGG, yes, inside the single quotation mark AGG egg dot path and chunks chunk size, and here you shall write is equal to, this is 0, yes, plt dot show, plt dot plot, and inside the parenthesis you will write y, plt dot plot y, and here you shall write plt dot show, no control and enter, and hope this code will work. Okay, let me check it either this will working or not working after writing the complete code. No, we shall check it. Yes, there is a problem. Yes. Now you will check it where it is the problem. The code is not working. Okay, matplot. Actually, we shall write matplotlib. We have write only matplot. Import matplotlib. Here is the problem. When you will write it, then of course this will work. Matplotlib. Okay, in the second line, matplotlib. Okay, after writing matplotlib, this code will work. Everything is correct, but the word matplot we have written in the second line, matplot. We should write it matplotlib in the second line. Okay, matplotlib. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Here the a very simple spelling mistakes, due to which this is not working. Okay, so hope since I am making the voice over here, hope you will, but when you will do this matplotlib in the second line, matplotlib in the second line, this code will work. Okay, now I am changing the different things over here, just like 1.0. Of course it will not again work. Okay, but the thing is I should change matplotlib. When I will change the matplot into matplotlib, then this code will 100% work. Okay, so without wasting any time, my speed of writing is very slow. I am extremely sorry over here again and again, but the contents that I am sharing with you, of course these are very rich content, and hope you will like this content. And if you have any question, then you can ask this question in the question answer sections. I will give the prompt response of each of your questions. I'm always available over here. So whenever you will ask the questions, I will give the answers within 2 to 3 hours. So this code will check, I will check this code in the next. Okay, so this does not mean that this code is not working. This code is working, but I am making the voiceover due to which matplot import matplot dot pyplot. Again the same mistake, matplotlib. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. So plt dot plot, and inside the parenthesis I shall write just like as 1, 2, 3, 4, and after plt dot y label, yes, and this is y label, and of course in the y label you will write some numbers. Okay, and now plt dot x plt dot show. Okay, plt dot show, again problem where the matplot, yes, matplotlib, some numbers means that suppose some number is 5. Again this is error, again error. So how this will work? This will work only When we will change mat, yes, again will not work, yes, this is not working, so we have to change it matplotlib. So import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Yes, this is, now this will work. Matplotlib, now this will work, and this is working. Yes, this is working. Okay, and 5. Here we can change 5 some numbers, some y label, because this graph is labeling on the y-axis, not on the x-axis. So if I will write some numbers, then of course on the y-axis it will show some numbers. Yes, labeling on the y-axis. On the y-axis it has written some numbers. And now you can check the previous code as well in the same way. Previous code, what was the previous code? I will make the copy of the previous code and I will paste over here again. Yes, I am pasting over here the previous code, plt.plot. Okay, plot plt dot plot. Inside the square brackets we shall write 1, 2, 3, 4, and what it is now, this is 1, 4, 9, 12, and yes, this is 1, 2, so 1 to 4 and 4 to 9 and 9 to 12. These are the three strings of this plot, 1 to 4 and 4 to 9, 9 to 12. 1 to 4, 4 to 9, 9 to 12. Okay, 1 to 4, 4 to 9 and 9 to 12. So similarly on the x-axis 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Okay, yes, so 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. If I will write over here just like the colors are red colors, so you will check the different things over here. RO, yes, only the dot or point 1, 1, 4, 9 and 12. Similarly on the x-axis 1, 2, 3 and 4 in front of, in the coordinate axis, on the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, here you can write plt.show plt.axis plt.axis. Inside the square bracket you shall write 0, 5, 0, 20 and after 21 and yes, this is plt.show. Yes, the result is same, but the length on the y-axis has changed up to 21. However, the red dots are on the same position, Okay, now we will check some other codes. So actually in this lecture we are working more on matplotlib. We are working on more matplotlib. The next code is data. This code is also a little lengthy code, but it will be an interesting result. So data is equal to, inside the curly brackets, single quotation marks, data, colons, np dot range, inside the parenthesis you will write 50, comma, then you should write inside the single quotation mark C colons, and then again np dot random. So here the spelling is ARANGE, otherwise this will not work. ARANGE, random, and dot randant, and the next is, inside the parenthesis you shall write 0, 50, 50, and then you will write over here just like A, C and D. Yes, D will be written inside the, but remember, before D we shall insert over here comma, otherwise this code will not work again. Yes, D, and you will write here colon, D colon, then np dot random, and yes, rand n, inside the parenthesis you shall write 50, okay. Yes, inside the parenthesis you will write 50, random rand n. In the second line you will again write data is equal to, data inside the single quotation mark you will write B, and is equal to, this is data B square bracket, inside the square bracket you will write B is equal to data A, inside the square brackets, inside the single quotation marks, plus 10. Then you will write 10 multiplied by np dot random dot rand n. Inside the parenthesis you will write 50, yes, random dot rand n 50, Okay, the complete code is data A. Yes, this will be written as data D is equal to NP dot absolute value of ABS. Absolute of means we are talking about absolute data of D, and this will be written inside the square bracket and parenthesis. Okay, this is multiplied by 100 and now you will write PLT dot scatter. Actually this is a graph of scattering objects. If you want to make a graph of scattering objects in Matplotlib, then you will write just like as scatter A, scatter B. Inside the A and B should be inside the single quotation marks, comma B. So the points of A and B and C, these are all the points which will scatter inside the graph. Okay, and now this is S is equal to D, and of course D will be written inside the single quotation marks, and then data is equal to data. The next is PLT dot X label. The spelling of X label are not correct, LABEL, otherwise this will not. In this case, since I have written these spelling, the spellings are not correct, LABEL, so this code will not work whatever you will write. Similarly, PLT dot Y label, here the spellings are correct. Of course, Elbit entry B inside the single quotation marks. Okay, then PLT dot show. Press Ctrl and Enter button, then check. Not working. Why? Because the spelling of X label, LA, the plot is showing over here. Yes, the plot is showing over here, but the error is coming of X label because the spelling of X label are, it should be LABEL. Okay, when you will write label LABEL, then this error will not show over here. Okay, yes, here we will change the spelling. After changing the spelling LABEL, now there is no error. So this is a scattering plot of different points of entry A and entry B. Inside the x-axis we have entry A, on the y-axis we have entry B, and so there is another code that I have written before, okay, but not explain that graph. I am copying that graph, that code, and will paste over here, and we will check that what is the result. So here you can see on the screen the graph, scattering graph of different data. Okay, so a little looking a very beautiful graph, this one, and hope you will like these result in matplotlib by using copy and paste over here. Yes, paste over here. We will just make the spelling correct. ARANG. Control and enter. Control and enter. This is another result. Okay, this is another result which is looking very good. Thank you very much. Hope you have liked this lecture, a little lengthy lecture. Thank you. Now we are talking about calculus. In calculus, we shall study just like we will take different functions, and in different functions we will find the derivatives, we will find the integrals, limits, series expansions, finite differences, and some other simplification. But remember that each and everything of mathematics related to calculus will be done in Python only. So first of all, we are talking about differentiation. How to take the derivatives of different trigonometric functions in Python. For this, of course, we will do a write coding in Python. And the first of all, we are taking differentiation. For differentiation, we will write diff, and inside the parenthesis, we will write cos of x, cos of x, and then we will write x. What does it mean by x? This means that we are taking differentiation with respect to x of a trigonometric function. First of all, we should know that what is differentiation. So differentiation is the rate of change of dependent variable with respect to independent variable. Here cos of x, we want to make the change in cos of x with respect to x. And we know that in calculus the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So when we differentiate it, then our answer should be minus sin x. So when we press the control and enter button, of course we will get the error. So this means that we are not writing the correct code. So if I write import from SymPy, which is also a library, Python library, from SymPy import, okay, from SymPy just like import static. If I write okay, then it will again cos of x with respect to x, derivative of cos of x with respect to x, and it will write just like as x comma y comma z is equal to symbols SYMB symbols, and inside the parenthesis we shall write x comma y comma z. Okay, and x comma z, actually we should write it in x comma y comma z, control and z, and you can see the okay, which is minus sin x. From SymPy import static, x comma y comma z are the symbols, and let me change over here sign. The derivative of sine, we know that it is cos x, so our answer should be cos x in this case. So you can see on the screen this is cos x. Similarly, if we will change tan just like as tan x, then the derivative of tan x is, with respect to x, it is tan square x plus 1, which is also called secant square. So we should have a little bit introduction about trigonometry when we are talking about calculus. So when we talk about just like after tan x, secant x, secant inside the parenthesis we shall write, inside the parenthesis secant x. In this case, our derivatives, the derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x, and if I will change over here cosecant x, then our derivative will of course will be changed cosecant x. So cosine, maybe it will work. Again cosine, not work. Okay, if I write cot x, the derivative of cot x is minus cot square x minus 1. Okay, these are the ways how to find the derivatives, in Python by using the SymPy library of Python. Okay, and we can change so many functions, just like if I write um, tan square or tan square of x with respect to x, then our derivative, of course, we should write over here square. Then after that, again tan square of x. Okay, differentiation of tan, or if I write sine square of x, just like sin sine square of x. Okay, this is not sin x, sine x square, sine square of x. This is actually not working. Or if I write just like as sine square of x, in this case it may know this is again not working. Sine square of x is just like as sine of x multiply by sine of x, then control and enter, then again we have another sine square x. Okay, so this means that a different way to find the derivative of sine square x. However, we have for example, if I write log 10 x, then again we have an error, or simply log of x, log of x. In this case our derivative is, of course, this is 1 over x. Okay, so this is the way how to find the derivatives in Python. So if I will move towards a little bit x, just like as differentiation of square root s q r t, square root of 1 plus 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square. Okay, square root of 1 plus x square with respect to x, then it will be, of course, x over x square plus 1. Or if I will write over here x cube, then our derivative will be just like as. So also we can change over here, just like 23 over here, then our answer will be just like as. So by changing the, just like if I will write minus over here, then our answer will be just like as. Okay, and for example, if I will write uh, here if I will write 2 to multiply by x, then our answer will be just like as. And also we can write over 23 multiplied by x, means 23x minus 2x cube, so its derivative will be just like s. Okay, so changing the variables, you can find the different variables, different different derivatives. Okay, and these are the single derivatives. And suppose if I will write x comma x, then this means that our answer will be changed now. So our answer is just like as. This means that this is the second derivative. X comma x means that this is the second derivative. And if I will write x comma x again comma x, so this means that this is the third derivative. Again write x comma x, so this means that this is the fourth derivative. And comma x again, and this is the fifth derivatives. Okay, and similarly moves towards next x, this is the next derivative. So in this way we can find the many derivative of the given functions. Okay, hope you have understand. And let we want to find the derivative just like comma 3, fifth derivative at 3, then our answer will be just like as at 3. Okay, we are finding the fifth derivative at 3, or if I will write over here 1, the answer will be just like as. Okay, so these are the way how to find the derivatives in Python. And first derivative, second derivative, third derivative, and fourth derivative, just like that. And suppose if we will change this function a little bit, and if I will write some other things, partial derivative, we also know that about partial derivatives. Let we talk about the partial derivatives, and we will run the code. It will be just like as diff, and inside the we can write over here, we can write just like as expression, or we can also insert the new expression expr, which is equal to exp, which means that exponential of this is x multiplied by y multiplied by z. So means e raised to the power x, y, and z. And we want to make the differentiation of expression expr. Which expressions? The expressions which is x comma y comma z comma z comma z comma z. Okay, so what does it mean by this is actually differentiation of our function is e raised to the power x, y, z, and we want to make the differentiation of the above expressions e raised to the power x comma y, this expression which is e raised to the power x comma e raised to the power x, y, z, we want to make the differentiation with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to y, which means that partial x, partial y square, this is just like as partial x, partial derivative with respect to x, partial y square, okay, partial over partial x, partial over partial x, partial over partial y square, and partial over partial z4, of which functions e raised to the power x, y, and z. Okay, so we want to have this just like s. Okay, and to run this code, our answer will be just like as this is x cube y square, x cube y square, inside the parenthesis we'll write x cube y cube z cube, 14x square y square z square, in the same way. For example, if we want to we change the expression over here, for example sine x y z, if I will write over here sine x y z, then our answer will be just like as. Okay, so expression is this, and if I will write cos over here, then our answer will be just like as. In the same way, if we will write tan over here, our answer will be just like as. Okay, this will be a huge answer. And so by changing the variables, and we can write any other expressions just like we have done before, just like as if I write square root of x and x square, and then plus x square plus, then we'll get write y square. Okay, x square root of x square plus y square. Okay, then our answer will be just like 0. And if I write over here y multiply yx square, and here we write xy square, x multiply, in this case our answer will again be 0. Okay, and suppose if we will not write square root of x, y, and z, it is just like as, then answer will again be 0. Okay, so if I'll write over here just like as plus x, and then answer again 0. And if I write x expression just like as, okay, in this case our answer will be 0. Okay, so these are the way how to find the partial derivatives. And if we write the expression, we change the expression differentiation just like as, if I will write the expression over here, the same expression, which is e raised to the power x comma y, e raised to the power e raised to the power exponential of x multiplied by y multiplied by z, if I will write over here, and here I will change the differentiation of the expression and x comma y, and here we'll write for example 3 x comma y comma 3, and then comma z and comma 5, just like as comma 5. Then our answer will be just like as. And by changing expression x comma y comma y, x comma y comma y, and suppose if I will not write over here 3, then our answer will be just like as. So these are the way how to differentiate the different functions. These are the partial derivatives, okay, ordinary derivatives and partial derivatives. And simply we can also write just like as by changing over here, just like if I write 11, then our answer will be just like as. Okay, now we are moving a little forward, just like derivative of derivative is equal to derivative, okay, is equal to derivative inside the parenthesis we shall write expr expression comma x comma y comma z comma 4, if I will write just like as. And here I will write the triv, okay, then control and enter. Okay, we will, this is okay, partial 6 just like as e raised to the power, means we want to write the expression, derivative, we want to derive what derivative of, e raised to the power x comma y comma z, and what we want to derive whatever we have done previously, just like as. Okay, actually this is e raised to the power x comma y comma z. So this is the sixth partial z4 and partial y and partial x, because the functions that we have derived from the previously, that was contained just like as. Okay, now we will move a little forward, which is just like as derivative of dot do it dot inside the parenthesis we shall not write anything. So this is okay. And in the same way, if we move a little forward, just like if I will write m comma n comma a comma b, and this is equal to symbol, so I m b symbols, and inside the parenthesis, inside the single quotation mark, we will write m n a and b. But if you write m n a and b, then expression is equal to, inside the parenthesis we shall write a multiplied by x plus b, and then we shall write m. In the same way, expression expr expression dot diff inside the single quotation x comma n, and then we write n, then we will write n, pressing control and enter button, we have just like as. So expression sorry, will not write this, control and enter. So this is the expression, it is ax plus b raised to the power m. Okay, if we want to write a mathematical equations of derivatives, then this code will work just like as. Okay, after talking about some integral calculus, now we'll talk about sorry, we have talked about differential calculus, and now we are talking about integral calculus. For integral calculus, we will take some simple operations just like as integrate inside the parenthesis. We will write cos of x, and we want to integrate it with respect to x. Very simple, control and v. Similarly, if we will change it, we'll write the integration of sin x, then it will be of course minus cos x. In the same way, we will write tan x, then our answer will be just a minus log of cos of x. And if we write secant x, our answer will be just like secant x with respect to x. And if we write cot x, our answer will be just like as. So by changing the function, just like if I write the square root of s q r t square root of 3 square root of 3, and then plus 3 plus x 4. Okay, square root of, and then close it, control and yes. So this is the integration of square root of 3 plus x4 and of course this is x with respect to x. And by changing it, for example, we have a little lengthy answer. For example, 3 plus x square, then our answer will be just like 3 plus x square, square root of 3 plus x square, and it will change the sign over here, write minus, then of course our answer will be changed. So these are the way, so you can change or write any function over here. Okay, for example, if you will write log of x, okay, then our answer will be x log of x minus x over here. So you can write any function, any trigonometric functions or any algebraic expression over here, you will have your derivative. Okay, for example, integration of 1 with respect to x, okay, is not working. Integration of, for example, 1 and integration of just like 2 multiplied by x with respect to x, which is x square. Okay, so here we can write constant, this is not working. And if we write only integration of 3 with respect to x, which is 3x, because this is constant. But in case of derivative, for example, if I will write the derivative of 3, it will be 0. Okay, so these are the way how to integrate by using the SymPy library in Python. Okay, and now we will move a little forward, just like if I will write the integration of if I will write exponential of x with respect to x, then our answer will be just like as. By writing 2 multiply by, our answer will be just like as. And similarly, if I write minus 2x, e raised to the power minus 2x, in this case our answer will be just like as. And suppose if we want 0 to infinity, okay, 0 to infinity, we want to find the derivative, sorry, integration of e raised to the power minus 2x from 0 to infinity, just like as x comma 0 and comma, maybe this is written double O, which is infinity, not 0 to 0 to infinity. Maybe the keyword symbol is 00, maybe this is again not working. I think 0 to infinity, this is not defined. If I will write single O, yes, control and this one, we have a problem, invalid. 0 to, okay, if I will write not 0 to 2, for example, if I will write over here 2, then again x comma 0, x comma 0 and yes. So infinity in some pi, lower letter of lower letter, we want to write lower letter twicely. Lower letter, just like, okay, I will change 0 to again this is not working. And suppose if I will write e raised to the power x again. So infinity in sim pi, actually I am not clear over here how to write the infinity, but I think that this is not working. Integration of exponential of if you write minus x comma x minus x, sorry, yes, the code was not correct. Here I should write this one, and here I should write, no, it should work, yes, this one. So 0 to infinity, yes, now you can write minus 2 multiply by x, 0 to infinity, and here you can write 0 to 2 again. Of course this will work. Okay, indefinite, this is also called indefinite integral, definite integral and indefinite integral. When we assign the limit, then this is called indefinite integral. Okay, and for yes, for lower, no, this is our answer 0 to infinity of minus 2x, e raised to the power minus 2x, we will get the answer 1 over 2 from 0 to infinity. Okay, and now if we'll change a little the code, just like as I am writing the code, integrate double integral integrate, and we want to integrate what, x square. We want to integrate the exponential of minus x square minus y square, minus y square, and then we will write exponential of minus x square, comma, inside the parenthesis we shall write x, comma, minus infinity, and this is comma plus infinity, and then if we will press the control and enter button, our answer will be just like as this is pi e raised to the power minus y square. Okay, e raised to the power y square. Integration of e raised to the power minus x square minus y square from x, we are integrating with respect to x, but minus infinity to infinity. Okay, minus infinity to infinity, and actually we want to make the double integral. If I will write the double integral, this is a single integral, integration of exponential of x square minus y square from minus infinity to infinity. Okay, and now if I will write comma over here, then this is square root of pi, comma over here, square root of pi e raised to the power minus y square, square root of pi, square root. If I will not write just like as, then this will in the same way. Okay, now we change the function, just like as we write the expression expr, which is equal to integrate of x, comma x, comma x, print expr and then integral of x raised to the power for x, comma x, expr, and we should, means we want to write the integral, then of course this is our integral, x raised to the power x raised to the power x with respect to x, mean that dx. Okay. Similarly we can write by changing over here x raised to the power, just like as if I will write square root of sq, square root inside the parenthesis, if I will write 1 plus x and x square in this case our answer will be just like as, okay, 1 plus expression. So integral, here we will also change square root of, control and C, and here we will write control, and then this is just like a square root of x into x square plus 1 divided by 2. This is the actually the integration of square root of 1 plus x square, integration of 1 plus x square. Okay, so again, if we want to write the expression expr, if we want to write the expression integral of log of x, log inside the parenthesis we shall write x log of x square comma x, integral of, then we should write expr, and of course control and enter, we will get this result, log x square with respect to x, which means, and suppose we write over here expr dot do it inside the parenthesis, we shall not write anything, then its integration will be just like as, okay. And now if I would like to write a little lengthy equation, just like as integral of is equal to integral inside the parenthesis we shall write sine of, and this is x square with respect to x, and then we write integral, control and enter, this is sine x square, okay. And if we write just like do it, integral dot do it, and yes, we should write do it inside the parenthesis just like yes, so our answer will be just like, so this is the way how to integrate. And again, if we will write integral which is equal to integral inside the parenthesis we should write x and comma y, and then exp inside the parenthesis we should write minus x comma x comma 0 comma infinity, then control and enter, we don't have anything, then if we write integral, then of course we will have something just like this, integral of e raised to the power minus x and x raised to the power y, and if we'll write over here integral dot do it and parenthesis, then our answer will be just like as, okay. after doing integral and differential calculus, so these are the integral and differential calculus, and now we are talking about limits. For example, if we want to find the limit of sine of x, and we want sine of x divided by x, and the limit is the limit with respect to x, and the x approaches to 0. In this case, limit, our answer will be just like as, okay, limit x approaches to 0 positive sine of x, means if we want to print this, okay, if you want to print this, then it should be just like as. So we have printed it, okay, and but the main thing is import. We should write or not write import simplies. Of course we are doing this work in SymPy, okay. So here answer actually should be 1. If I will write capital L, then it will print just like. If I will write small l, okay, lowercase, in case of lowercase, our answer should be just like as, okay. And by changing, if we want sine of x divided by x, okay, if we want to change at 1, want to find the limit at x approaches to 1, then this will be a sine 1. Our answer will be sine 1, and in this case, of course, it will x approaches to 1 plus, okay. If I will write L this, and the same case of x approaches to 2, in this case our answer will be just like as, okay. And want to find the limit as at x is equal to 0, then this is 1, okay. So by changing over here cos of x, in this case our answer will be infinity. And if I will write tan of x over here, the limit tan of x divided by x, it at x is equal to 0, then it will be 1, okay. Similarly, secant of x, our answer will be again infinity. And if I will change the function over here, and just like e raised to the power exponential of x at x is equal to 0, our limit will be 1. If I will write minus 2 multiplied by x, and we want to find the limit at x approaches to 0, then our answer will again 1, okay. And by changing just like that as exponential of SQ or square root, exponential of and square root of 1 and plus x square, okay. In this case our answer, this is a syntax or a mathematical error, maybe here it is, this one is this. In this case our answer is e, okay, square root of 1 plus x square. E raised to the power, exponential means e raised to the power square root of 1 plus x square, and the limit is at x approaches to 0, so these are the way how to find the limit of different functions. Okay, and now if we will move a little forward, just like if we want to write the expression expr, expression is equal to just like x raised to the power 3 and divided by exponential of x, then this is exp r dot subs, and we want to find the limit at x comma at infinity, limit at infinity, x cube limit at infinity. In this case, none. Okay, no limit at x approaches to infinity. And if we write limit of this expression expr at x approaches to infinity, in this case this will be 0. Okay, and moves towards a little bit more, just like at expr expression, which is equal to limit inside the parenthesis, again parenthesis, we will write cos of x, and then cos of x minus 1 divided by x comma 0, which means limit at 0. And here we shall write just like expr expression, control and enter, cos of x minus 1 divided by x, cos of x minus 1 divided by x, and the x approaches to 0 plus. Okay, and if we will write just like in the integral calculus, expr dot do it, then our answer will be dot do it, no answer, because we should write parenthesis. In this case we will have the, if we write 1 over here, then our answer will be just like minus 1, then our answer will be just like s. And if we write infinity over here, answer will be 0, but in case of 0 we have answer 0. In case of infinity we have answer again 0. Okay, so this is the way how to write the limit, how to find the limit in Python. Now we want to move a little forward. We want to find the limit of 1 divided by x comma 0 comma inside the single quotation mark plus. Our answer is infinity. Limit of, what does it mean by, we want to find the limit of 1 over x at x is equal to 0 plus, at x approaches to 0 plus, and if 0 minus, then this is minus infinity. If it's 0 plus this, then this is plus infinity. Okay. Similarly, if we will change the function over here, just like log of x, in this case our answer will be again minus infinity. Okay, but if we will write minus over here, then our answer will be minus infinity. In both cases, minus and plus, our answer will be okay. And now we'll talk about series expansion. Again, we are talking about SymPy, the Python library, which is SymPy, EXPR, which is equal to exponential into sine of x divided by EXPR dot series x comma 0 comma 4, and yes, in this case expression is sine of x. We want to write the expression of sine of x, okay, from up to fourth order, okay. So it will be 1 plus x square over 2 plus order 4. If we'll write over 5 over here, then what it would be? Of course, it will be just like as, okay. So the just like order 5 mean term, that and represents the Landau order term at x is equal to 0, not to be confused with big O notation. Because why you should not confuse? Because this is a computer simplify it. Computer will simplify it, because this is not ended over here. This is actually up to so on. This will not break. So the next order is 5, and the next order is again 6. If I will write 6 over here, then it means that we want to write up to 5 order, okay. Means we want to write the six term only, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 term, okay. Sine of x, and let's suppose if we write over here cos of x, then our answer will be just like as. And if I write exponential of x, in this case this is the expansion of e raised to the power x, okay. Similarly, and if I write a little bit more, just like as x plus x raised to the power x plus x raised to the power 3, and plus x raised to the power 6 plus uh, 0 O order of, this is x 4 is like as, and control and enter, we will write just like as, okay, and if I will write again just like as order of x are again O, not working, write O, in this case yes, but I think here I should write x multiplied by at 1, then it will work. Yes, again we can change. Okay, left it. So these are the way how to find the expressions. Okay, let me change a little bit more. If this is not working, this code is not working, let us try expr, sorry, expr dot series, and we want to write the series from x comma 0 comma 4, and then we will write dot remove 0 at parenthesis, then control and enter. Here is the problem, remove 0, no, and if this is O, yes, this is remove O, series from x comma 0 comma 4. Okay, so this code is working. Hope you have understood about integral calculus and differential calculus, about limits, and about series expansion. Thank you very much. Now we will talk about distance, how to find the distance of two vectors by using Python. For example, I am writing the first vector, which is equal to u is equal to np dot array, and inside the parentheses we will insert square bracket, and then we can insert any kind of data, just like 23 comma 24 comma 45 comma just like 50 47. Okay, this is our vector u, and then v can be written as v is equal to np dot array. Inside the parentheses we shall insert square bracket, and we will write 22 and 20, 41 and 43, just like that. We will write another vector w, which is equal to np dot array. Inside the parentheses we shall insert square bracket, and we will write this like 20, and this is 14 and 34 and 39, just like that. After writing these three vectors, we shall print just like as print. Inside the parentheses we will write np dot linear algebra, lin algebra a yes dot norm of u minus v, then u minus v, then we will control and enter. This is our answer, and in the similar way this is the distance between u and v. Now print inside the parenthesis we will write np dot lin algebra dot norm. Inside the parenthesis we will write u minus v and now u minus w. Our answer will be just like as 17 point something, and if we write print inside the parenthesis np dot linear algebra dot norm. Inside the parenthesis we will write v minus w. Our answer will be just like as. So this is the code to find the distance, and now we will move towards some statistics. We have done a little bit before, but for more explanation we are working on statistics. In statistics, the topic of standard deviation is very important. Standard deviation, mean, median, mode. These are the topics which are very common and very useful and very prominent topics in statistics. So we are working on the standard deviation now. X is equal to np dot random okay. Inside the bracket we'll write 200, and if just like we will s standard dev standard st, it will be just like dev. Standard deviation is equal to lambda lam then b da lambda, okay, lambda x colon, then we will write np dot lin algebra lin algebra dot norm, and the norm of x minus sum of x divided by natural log of x, natural log of x, and natural log of x, and then the whole division. The whole division is actually natural log of x raised to the power, which means power 0.5 square root, so 0.5, and then we will write standard deviation STDEV, standard deviation of x. Okay, then we press the control and enter button. So this is the standard deviation. So we are taking any 200 random points, and the standard deviation lambda x and this is actually x minus sum of x minus summation of x. This is the formula for the standard deviation. This is the formula for the standard deviations. X minus sum of x divided by x minus sum of x divided by L natural log of x, and then the square root of the square root of len x, and then it is just like s. Okay, so when we talk about the standard, the exact formula for the standard deviation, the exact formula of standard deviation is just like as summation, which is xi minus mu divided by actually n, the total number. Yes, also sometimes we write it just like as it is actually the square root. Yes, standard deviation square root summation xi minus xi square x minus xi square summation of x minus xi square, so divided by n minus 1, sometimes as okay, or which means that sum divided by n, sum and n. Okay, move towards next. After finding the standard deviation by applying the formula, let a is equal to, just like if I write a is equal to np dot ones, and how many ones? 10. np dot ones, and then np dot mean of a and comma np dot sd standard deviation of b. Okay, or standard deviation of a, because we are writing a np dot, so this is our answer 1.0 and 0. Because how many ones? 10 ones. 10 ones means that of course the mean will be 10 divided by 10, it is 1, and the standard deviations for 10 ones, it will be 0. Standard deviation, because there are how many tens? 10 tens, and there will be no deviations for 10 ones. Okay, and suppose we move a little forward. For example, if I take b, if I will define a vector b just like as b is equal to, we can write it is 1 comma minus 3 comma 4 comma minus 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 7 comma minus 5 or minus 8, and similarly 9, just like that. This is the vector, and if we apply np dot mean of b and comma np dot sd standard deviation of b, standard deviation np dot standard deviation of b, control and enter, we will get this result. Okay, so our mean of this data is this, and this is the standard deviation of this data. Okay, in the same case, if we move a little forward, then I will take c, and the c is equal to the data. We can take any data, 3 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 3 comma 12 comma 34 comma 56 comma 67, just like that. Okay, and in the same case we can write np dot mean, np dot mean of c comma np dot st standard deviation of c, control and enter. We are getting an error. So np dot mean of b, np dot mean of c, np dot standard std, so now this is okay. So this is the mean of the above data, and this is the standard deviation of the above data, and this vector c. Okay, so in the similar way we can find many result. Okay, now we are standardizing a vector. For example, if I will put a code just like as def left that, so we will move again a little forward about the angle, how to find the angle in Python, angle between two vectors. Okay, for example, if I write ang, which is equal to lambda x comma y colon, and then np dot arc cos, which means cos inverse of just like this is cos inverse of x with the inner product of y. Okay, yes, and then divided by we will write over here x multiplied by y, x multiplied by divided by again np dot alg dot norm of x, the norm of x multiply by norm of x multiply by np dot alg dot norm of y. Okay, and then a is equal to np, a is equal to np dot array inside the parenthesis and square bracket. We will write just like as 1 comma 2 comma 4, and then we will write b is equal to np dot array inside the parenthesis and square bracket. We'll write just like as 2 comma 0 comma minus 5, just like as, and then we will find the angle a and g, angle between a comma b, control and enter. So this is the angle, and of course this angle will be in radians. Okay, so this is the angle which is in radian. We can convert this angle into degree as well, but now this is the angle between these two vectors, and remember that this is the formula. Okay, the formula is cos inverse of inner product of x and y divided by np dot linear algebra norm of x multiplied by norm of y. Norm of x means on the numerator and denominator. In the numerator we will take the inner product of x and y in the numerator, and in the denominator we will take the norm of x just like norm of x and norm of y. Okay, so now if we take another vector angle between a and b, if we run the code just like as angle between a comma b, angle between a and b multiply by 360, okay, divided by inside the parenthesis 2 multiply by np dot y. Then what will be the angle if we multiply 360 divided by 2 pi? If we will multiply, okay, we are actually multiplying this angle with 360 divided by 2 pi. Why we are multiplying? Because we want to convert this angle which is in radian into degree. So we are multiplying with 360 divided by 2 pi. 360 divided by 2 pi, which means that we will convert this angle which is in radian into degree. So yes, this is the angle. Now this angle is in degree, not in radian. Of course this angle, the first angle was in radian, and this angle after multiplying with this is in degree. So 136.8358, just like this is in degree, not in radian. Okay, now we are talking about correlation coefficient. The correlation coefficient between two vectors a and b. This is actually a relation. This is actually written with the gamma. Gamma is equal to a multiplied by b divided by norm of a and norm of b. Okay, where a and b the version of a and b respectively. Okay, so we can define our own function to compute the correlation. Here we will calculate the correlation coefficient of the three pairs of vectors. Okay, and what are those pair of vectors? The three pairs of vector are just like as we'll move. Now we shall talk about linear functions, how the linear functions are working in Python. For example, if I am taking the code which is just like as f is equal to lambda f is equal to lambda, and this is x colon lambda, and there should be a little space x, and after x you should write colon, and then x at 0, x at 0 plus x at 1 and minus x3 minus x and 3, and this is multiplied by raised to the power 2. So mathematically this function will be written as just like as lambda f of x, which means f of x is equal to this is just like x1, this is x1, x2, and this is x3. Okay, yes, x3 means that this will be x4. So x0 means that x1, and x1 means that this is x2, and this is x4 because 2 is missing, so this means that this is x4 square. So our function is x1, x2 minus x4. Okay, but remember that since maybe it comes in your mind that this is 0, so it should be x naught, or no, if it is x0 then this means it is x1. Just like this is x1, which means this is x2, and x3 means that this is x4. Okay, and x1, x2, x3 are in the subscript. Okay, so x1 plus x2 minus x4 square, this is our function. Okay, and now let we put some values. The values of the functions is just like as inside the parenthesis we will write square bracket, and this is we can check the value at minus 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1 comma 2, control and enter, then we will get the value. By changing the value, just like if I write it minus 2, of course the value will be changed. In the similar way, suppose this is x cube, if we will change the function, then our value will also change. This is x cube, and in the similar way, and suppose if I write over here x1, then this is minus 8. Okay, so this is the way how to find the value of a function. First of all, we will define the function and then we will put the value. So this is actually the function, and these are the values that we will put on the above function, and we will get the answer by changing the variables just like as. It's okay. Hope you have understand about this one. So this was about linear functions. Now we are taking some more results, just like it is a is equal to np dot array. Remember that we are talking about linear algebra, and these are the value minus 3 comma 0 comma 3 comma 2. Okay, just like, okay, these are the 4 values of a, and then we will define x is equal to np dot array. Inside the parenthesis we will write the square bracket, and we can take different values, minus 3 comma 2 comma minus 2 and comma 8, just like that. Okay, and then we will define y is equal to np dot array inside the parenthesis, and then inside the parenthesis we shall write the square bracket. We shall write the square brackets. The values are just like as x is equal to yes, minus 3 2 minus 2, yes, minus 9 comma minus 3 comma 6 comma 2. These are the values of Ax and y. Then we will take the value of alpha, and suppose alpha is equal to 1.7, and then we will take the value of beta, and let this value is 2.3. After this we will write the left hand side LHS, which is equal to NP dot array, NP dot sorry, we are talking about inner product, inner NP dot inner. Inside the parenthesis we shall write alpha multiply by x plus beta multiply by plus beta, yes, alpha multiply by x plus beta multiply by y, and comma a. Okay, and after that we will write the right hand side. This is equal to np dot np. Right hand side will be written in a different way, which is alpha and multiply by this is alpha multiply by np, yes, np dot inner. Inside the parenthesis we will write x comma a, and then we will write plus beta multiply by np dot y comma a. Okay, and now we shall print the parenthesis. We shall write left hand side, but it shall be written in the single quotation marks, left hand side, and colon. Okay, then we shall write comma left hand side, yes. Then we shall press the control, and this is the code, control and enter button. So there is a problem, invalid syntax in np inner alpha beta line 7, which is the line 7 where right hand side is equal to alpha multiply by inner x comma beta multiply np dot y comma a. So maybe the problem is alpha. Once again, alpha alpha multiply by np, this is dot inner, yes, the spelling are correct, x comma a plus beta multiply by np, and y comma a. Yes, everything is correct, but left hand side, we are writing the left hand side. So our problem is in a right hand side, alpha steric np and dot yes. If I will remove this, suppose if I will remove control and C, suppose, then control and enter. So again we have a problem, name np is not defined, yes, np dot inner, yes. Maybe we should write over here import numpy as np. import numpy as mb, and if we will plate, yes, our answer is 145. Okay, so we should understand that these are three vectors. This is a, this is b, and then x, a, x, y, the value of alpha and value of beta. So we are talking about the inner product of x, just like alpha x plus beta y. Inner product alpha x plus beta y comma a, with the inner product with a, alpha x plus beta y with a, and we have the value of alpha is 1.7, 2.3. Okay, and similarly we have the vectors x and y. After operating these values, we will get this answer. So now if we will again insert over here control and v, and it will, yes, this is syntax. So this means that for this we have to remove this one. Now we shall check, yes, so our this code is not working correctly. In line 8 we have y comma, yes, so alpha multiplied by np, yes, import np. So this means that if we on the our right hand side, left hand side is working, the code is working rightly for right hand side, but this is not working for the code is working for left hand side, but this is not working on the right hand side. And suppose if I will change it just like as, but it should be alpha multiplied by np dot inner beta multiplied by nb dot inner beta. So everything is correct, the value of alpha is correct. Yes, maybe over here, yes, it will be np dot np dot inner, yes, no, this will work, yes, this is 145. So our left hand side and right hand side have the same answers, left hand side. And if I will put the things that we have removed before, yes, right hand side, right hand side. Okay, so our answer for the left hand side and right hand side is same. If I will write again, this is right left hand side, which is equal to left hand side np dot array, np dot inner, sorry, np dot inner, np dot inner, inside the parenthesis we shall write alpha multiply by x, alpha plus beta multiply by beta multiply by y, alpha multiply by x plus beta multiply by y comma a. Okay, and now if we will press, then of course our answer for the both left hand side and right hand side will be the same. And if suppose if I remove it, control and C, then again our answer is same. Okay, so this is the way how to operate with the linear combination of a function. And now our next code is a little very simple. This is just like the value of a, which is equal to np dot array, inside the parenthesis we will write the square bracket and we'll take the different value -3 comma -4 comma 5 and comma minus 4. So these are the values. This is the vector A, and now we will take the vector E3, and this is equal to np dot array. Inside the parenthesis we'll write the square bracket, and we'll take the different value just like a 0, 2, 2, 0 in this way. And if we will print the inner product of E3 and A, okay, then our answer will be just like as this is the inner product of E3 and A. Now we are talking about some other, for example, our code is average. Average is equal to lambda. Average is equal to lambda x, and colon, which is colon, and then we'll write the sum of x divided by len of x. This is our function. And average, how to find the average? Lambda x divided by sum of x, lambda x, sum of x, and x, what is x? X is a vector which is equal to, you can take any value just like we can take 1, 3, 4, 6, just like as, okay. And after AVG, average of x, then we shall press the control and enter button. So this will be the value. Of course, by changing the different value just like 4, our answer will change, okay. And sum of x, and if I will write over diff of f, then it will give the error, okay. Or if I write subtract, of course again this is because this will not work. Or difference, then this will not work. So this will work only for sum. Yes, is our answer. Now we are talking about some other approximation, just like we know about the Taylor approximation. Taylor approximation of a function. The function which define in Taylor, that is from any real number to a real numbers, okay. And to understand about the Taylor approximation by using Python, we are talking about Taylor approximation in Python. First of all, we will take the function and we will understand that how this will work. First of all, f is equal to lambda. F is equal to lambda x colon, and then x naught. X naught means that x0, which will be read just like as x naught, x plus np dot exponential. Inside the parenthesis we shall write x1 x1 minus x0 minus x0, and then we will write gradient gradient underscore of this function, which is equal to lambda So lambda z colon np dot array inside the parentheses square brackets np dot 1 minus np dot exponential of what? Exponential of z1, exponential of z1, yes, exponential 1 minus, it is 1 minus np exp z1 minus z naught and comma np dot exponential of z exponential of yes, exponential of this is z1, exponential of z1 minus z0. Okay, so this is a little lengthy code, but we should not have any ambiguity. We should not fear from it. Dot array, inside the parentheses we will write square bracket and 1 comma 2. So our code yet is not completed. Okay, and now f underscore hat is equal to lambda and x colon f of z plus gradient underscore f of z at the rate x minus z. Okay, and then it is f inside the parentheses we shall write the square bracket 1 comma 2 and after the parentheses we'll write the f underscore, and this is a little lengthy code and it will run if there will be no error. So 1 comma 2, yes, if you press the control and enter button. The problem is in line 1. Everything is correct, invalid syntax. F is equal to lambda, this spelling, lambda, control and Z again. The problem is in line 2. Input Python, yes, great, grad underscore f is equal to lambda z, yes, z np dot array, yes, np dot array, and here it is 1 minus np exponential of z1 z naught, yes, exponential of comma np dot comma np dot exponential of z1 minus z naught. Okay, great, unexpected, and lambda dot 1 minus np dot exponential exp. Yes, so this is a little lengthy code, and maybe we did a mistake anywhere. F minus 1 be non-exponential of z1 minus z naught comma np dot exponential of z1 minus z naught np dot, yes, np dot array np dot array correct. So I think if I will not write great, then yes, f is equal to great underscore. Actually this is not defined what this is. So if it is correct, then line 3 has the problem. Z is equal to np dot array, z is equal to dot array 1 comma 2. Maybe z is not defined over here. np, or maybe yes, no, so this code is not working, and you can correct this code. I will not delete this code and hope you will make it correct. Okay, now we shall move towards next regression model. For the regression model for house sale price described on just like in this code, we shall understand about the regression model. First of all, the code will be written just like as beta is equal to np dot yes, this is np dot array inside the parenthesis and square bracket we shall write 120 comma 124, just like these are the two values. Okay, and I will take another value which is v is a which is equal to, for example, 34, and then we will x is equal to np dot array. Inside the parenthesis we shall write the square bracket, and for any value just like 12 comma 2, 12 comma x is equal to np, and the value of y is equal to, just like it is 112, and y underscore hat x and comma y, again the error. So we need to have beta is equal to np dot array, and where is the error? Y underscore hat is giving the error. Yes, y underscore hat is not defined. So actually we have to define the y so after the value of v we shall define y underscore hat. This is equal to lambda x colon and x the inner product with beta x with beta plus v. Now if we will play this, then this will work. So this is our value. Okay, so of course after changing the value, just like if we'll change the 80, our answer will be changed. So this is the code how this is working. Again I am taking x is equal to np dot array inside the parenthesis, and then square bracket we will write 1.2 comma 3, and then we will take the value of y, which is equal to 23, and any value y underscore hat of x, y underscore hat of x comma y, and in this case our answer will be just like as. Okay, so this is our vector x, this is the value of y, and we want to find y hat comma x. So y hat comma x means that we want to find the value of x comma y, and this value is of course given just like as. Now we shall move towards next. Now we shall talk about a little graph, just like from Matplotlib. Okay, and this will be a little lengthy graph, but we will do it. Okay, just like as, shift and enter. Norm and distance. We are talking about norm and distance. We know that in mathematics, norm and distance. What does it mean by norm? The norm can be computed in Python using np.lin algebra dot norm of x. This will be the code, np.lin algebra dot norm. So let we start. X is equal to np dot array, inside the parentheses we shall write the square bracket, and then we write 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, and then we shall print inside the parentheses we will write np dot linear algebra dot norm inside the norm of x. Okay, and after pressing the control and enter button we will get this result. And of course if I write another vector 5 comma, then this will not work. Okay, because comma is written on the, now this will work. It is just like as, for example, if I write 8 another vector, then our answer will be changed. So we can write many elements in a vector, our answer will each time will change. And if we will print inside the parenthesis we shall write np dot square root of np dot inner product of x comma y. Then if we will print, our answer will be just like as. Okay, these are the differences. Print np dot square root of, just like that. Okay, so in the next case if I will sum of, now print what, inside the parenthesis we shall write again sum of sum of parenthesis x square, and after a single x square, after a single bracket, if I will write again just like 0.5 0.5, our answer will be just like as. Now we are talking about triangular inequality. The triangle, we will check the triangular inequality just like x plus y norm. X plus y norm is less than or equal to x norm plus y norm. Okay, so this means that left hand side inequality and right hand side inequality. But remember, this is triangular inequality. So when we talk about the triangular inequality, we shall write just like as x is equal to, and this is x is equal to np dot random random. Inside the parenthesis we shall write 19. Y is equal to np dot random and the value is 21. Left hand side is equal to np dot linear algebra and dot norm of x plus y, norm of x plus y. left hand side and right hand side is equal to NP dot linear algebra dot norm dot norm of x plus NP dot linear algebra dot norm of y. Okay, and then we shall write parent inside the parenthesis single quotation mark left hand side colon comma left hand side. Yes, again, so this is very careful game. This is not, you can say it is very simple. So let me check where is the error. Operands could not be broadcast together with shapes 19 comma, yes, 19 comma and 2 comma 1, 19 and 2 comma 1. Okay, if I will write 10 and this is also 10, now it will work, because for the same value this will work, otherwise this will not work. Okay. And this is left hand side, and if we write print single quotation marks right hand side colon and then comma right hand side, yes, this is our right hand side, approximately the same answer, 4 point something and 4 point something, just like as. Okay, so left hand side and right hand side. First of all, we have to understand that what we are taking. We are taking the norm of the value of x is 10 and the value of y is also 10, any random value. Okay, so left hand side is equal to linear algebra norm of x plus y. In the same way, right hand side is the now we are talking about root mean square. So the root mean square of a vector is actually norm of x divided by square root of n. In Python, this is expressed as just like np dot lin algebra dot norm of x divided by np square root of. So let me write, then we will understand that how to find the root mean square, how to find the root mean square of a vector, root mean square of a vector. So RMS is root mean square, which is equal to lambda and x colon inside the, we'll write sum and parenthesis x comma x square. Okay, and then we shall write just like as 0.5, okay, and divided by ln divided by, inside the parenthesis we will write ln of x 0.5, and then we will write t is equal to np dot arrange, the spelling of ANG, arrange inside the square bracket will write 0, 1, 0.1, okay, comma 0.0001, okay. This is t and x is equal to np dot cos of inside the square bracket we will write 8 multiplied by t and minus 2 2 multiplied by 2 np dot sine of inside the square bracket we shall write 11 multiply by I am very sorry if you are feeling the background noise and I hope you will not mind it. So of course there is something in the background, we are feeling a little bit noise, and I will just request you, if you are feeling that there is a background noise, then please ignore it and hope you will not mind it. Just focus on the screen, what I am writing, what I am explaining, and how you can perform, how can you use this code. Okay, so I am trying my best to deliver my knowledge with my students. You can ask many questions in the question answer sections. I will give the prompt response of each of your questions. I am always here on Udemy, okay, wherever my courses are published. So I will give the prompt response of each of your questions. Okay, hope you will not mind it. And now x is equal to np, and now we will write print inside the square bracket in parenthesis we'll write sum, and then sum x divided by sum n x sum of x, and then divided by len of x, len of x. Okay, this is the way, and we will control and enter. Of course there is an error, but cannot interpret 0.01 as data time. 0.tp is equal to 0, 1, 0, 1.01, 0, it's 0, it should be 1.0, 1.0, and yes, this is 0, 1.0. no, this is our answer. This is, yes, here was the problem. Okay, so what it is, root mean square, we are finding the root mean square. So to find the root mean square, what we have written, first of all we will define the function. So x is lambda, root mean square is equal to lambda x, which means that sum of x square square root, okay, x square root divided by natural log of x square root. Natural log, len of x means natural log of x square root, and here t is given, the value of t is 0, 1.0 and 0.001. X is equal to this is the function x. Okay, and for the root mean square, we will write sum of x divided by len of x. Okay, so this is our value, and this is the way how the code will work. But remember that we don't have written yet how to find the root mean square. For the root mean square we will write print inside the square brackets or root mean square of x, then this is our answer, how to find the root mean square value. Okay, now we shall run another code, and this code is a very simple code, and hope you will like this code. Yes. And the next is import matplotlib. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and then plt dot plot at t comma x, and then we will write plt dot plot inside the t comma np dot mean inside the mean of np dot mean of x, np plot t comma np dot mean of x multiply by np dot once length of x. Okay, and then we will write plt dot plot inside the parenthesis. We'll write t comma np dot mean of x, mean of x. So we shall just copy, control, paste, and we want to insert over here only the one thing, comma, and G, again control V. Here we shall insert comma, inside the single quotation marks we will write G, and then we will plt dot show. Okay, we are getting the above code plots the signal, its average value, and two constant signals, average plus root mean square. Name length is not defined. Yes, length is not defined, and I think there is no word just like length. It is actually len. Yes, no, there is no problem. Okay, now there is, this is the code, and this is the graph of this code. If I will write a little minus to fit on the screen, this is the code, and along the code you can see the graph of this code. Okay, so this was all about the root mean square. Okay, and by using the root mean square we have plotted a graph in Python, and we know that about Chebyshev inequality. So Chebyshev so when we talk about Chebyshev inequality, here we shall write just like import math, yes. Then we will write Cheb, Cheb underscore, sorry, this should be plus, Chebyshev underscore bound. Cheb underscore bound is equal to lambda, lamb, lambda of x comma a colon and then math dot floor. Inside the square bracket we'll write sum of x multiplied by x square, sum of x square divided by a. Okay, and the value of a is equal to 1.5, and here we'll write print chab underscore bound of x comma a. Our answer will be just like as it is, 76, Chebyshev inequality. Okay, so in Chebyshev inequality we have x norm square divided by a. X, this is x norm square divided by x norm square divided by a. Okay, x norm square divided by a is actually the Chebyshev inequality. Okay, and we have the value of a, which is 1.5, and we want to find the Cheb bound of x comma a. So our answer will be 76. And if the code will run just like as sum of print inside the sum of absolute of x, which is equal to a, then it will give the error. Print sum absolute of x which is equal to a, and what is the error? Expression cannot contain assignment. Perhaps you meant yes. Maybe if I will not put over here, then this is working. Print sum of absolute of x, which is equal to a. So this is the way how to work with norms in Pythons. Hope you have understand what I am saying, what we are trying to give you, what I am trying to give the knowledge about mathematics by using Python. Thank you.